Welcome into the state championship series for 3A baseball in the state of North Carolina, the NCHSAA on the NFHS network, and we're in game 2 of this best of 3 series as we start here this morning in Holly Springs, North Carolina at Ting Stadium. Thanks for being with us. Patrick Johnson, Lynn Hartzell with you, and it is North Lincoln, the champions out of the West, taking on J.H. Rose, the champions out of the East, the Rampants, with an improbable comeback, a 4-run 7th inning yesterday in which they took advantage of a late error scoring the last 2 runs, and it wound up being a victory for Rose 5-4 as they're in pursuit of an 8th championship. But they will have their work cut out for them today. Kellum Carr, the tall left-hander, going for North Lincoln. How does North Lincoln, Lynn, flush what was a game that they basically outplayed the Rampants the entire time and then found themselves on the losing end on one play?
Well, I don't have any magic words, but bottom line, you got to flush it because this might be these kids' only chance for a state championship. So you got to flush it. You got to be prepared for today, and I do think that they can come in with an air of confidence because until that last play, they had really outplayed Rose. So I expect a dog fight in this one. North Lincoln is not going to lay down for Rose, and this will be an entertaining game just like yesterday's was.
It was a dropped strike 3, a throwing error out into right field that allowed the tying run to score in the 7th, and then the winning run came home on the return throw into the infield that got back to the pitcher. And at 10:59, an early start, as it's going to be ball 1 to DeMarcus McCray. We'll tell you the Rose lineup after this at bat, as that is the strike to McCray. 6'6", 205 senior Kellum Carr on the hill for North Lincoln. Fires a strike. Nothing in 2. Or 1 and 2. Check that. And he'll fan McCray for the first out. McCray followed by Josh Robertson, the DH. Ethan Simmons is playing third, batting third. Parker Watson, the shortstop, in the cleanup spot. Matt Aldridge is the center fielder. He bats 5th. And then Joyner Haddock in right field batting 6th. Ahmad Abula Tifa is the first baseman, batting 7th. Owen Simmons bats 8th and left. Justin Grimes, second base for the Rampants, who are the visitors in this game. That pitch misses outside, levels off the count.
Carr's come out with a good fastball. Rampants hadn't caught up with it yet. He is a Coastal Carolina signee as well.
Came inside. Robertson out of the way, the junior. 21 wins this year for North Lincoln. And that's a base wrap. Oh, it's going to be caught. Thought it was going to drop down, but it held up long enough for Grayson Evans. So Evans out in left, Chad Matthews in center, Beckett Rinkus is in right. Sigmund is the third baseman. Kaysen McGinnis at short. Eli Sight plays second for the Knights. Blake Mincy at first, and then Elliot Dellinger behind the plate. First pitch swinging is Simmons. Bounces it foul. Simmons, a couple days ago, or actually in the game yesterday, had a RBI double, 1 out of 4.
That's Carr's first 2 off-speed pitches, both breaking balls.
Carr in the win against North Davidson struck out 9, allowed 4 hits in 5 innings. It was a day in which his team had an incredible 18-hit, 16-run outburst to claim the regional. That's a strike. Home plate umpire Trey Meeks. Ivan Daniels down at first. Joe Thomas at second. Leo Lockhart, the crew chief, is at third. Lockhart actually at second. There's a ball hit.
That's a gapper.
and it will get to the wall. Simmons pulls up at second with the double.
And now Rose's biggest bats coming to plate with a man in scoring position, Parker Watson.
So an opportunity for the Rampants here to race out. 2-out hitting was so key in the game yesterday, on Friday night especially for North Lincoln. They did a lot of damage with 2 outs, had 10 hits, 6 of them with 2 outs.
And you would have to say Watson's due. He was 0 for 2 yesterday with a walk. Like a lot of kids might be trying to do a little too much.
That might have been only the second fastball he's seen so far this entire series.
Yeah. It's a breaking ball.
That's a strike. Simmons with a double out at second. Popped up right side. And it will be snared. Mincy made it, but it was a little adventurous. Rampants leave a runner stranded, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Rose 0, North Lincoln coming to bat on the NFHS Network. Here come the Knights with Kason McGinnis leading things off. He'll be followed by Eli Sipe as we look at the lineup. Elliot Dellinger, Tucker Sigmund bats cleanup. Chad Matthews in center. Beckett Rinkus, Summy and Mincy, and then Grayson Evans for Coach Goss's Knights as they try to even this series. North Lincoln's Jack Wooderman was outstanding yesterday through 6 innings. It's going to be a strike from Parker Semo. Semo has really come on in the latter stages of the season and in the postseason run. His first pitch, or next pitch, is lifted. It'll be caught by Aldrich. So 1 out, and Eli Sipe coming to the plate.
Eli was 1 for 4 yesterday with a strikeout, but he did have a triple. It's going to be interesting to see with these outfielders today, Patrick, if they start deepening their angles on trying to cut balls off, because a lot of doubles and extra base hits yesterday. It's a much bigger ballpark, and you got to increase that angle, try to keep it in front of you.
Sipe had 5 runs driven in the championship game of the Western Regional. Left-hander versus left-hander here on the mound. This is the sophomore Semo working for the Rampants.
As you already said, a senior and a sophomore.
Semo does a really fine job of kind of hiding that baseball until he delivers it.
He does. You can mechanically sound, much smaller than Carr, but both of them are left-handed. That makes them effective on the mound if you can throw strikes right from the start. Breaking ball.
Got him swinging. So the first strikeout for Semo. And now Elliot Dellinger will be the batter. Dellinger, a double, run scored, struck out in the game yesterday. He was 1 for 3. And he'll swing at the first pitch. It's going to drop down for a knock. Dellinger, a 2-out hit, their 7th of the series. And here comes Sigmund. Sigmund belted a couple of home runs in the first game, or in the Western Regional game in the win. And they're going to put the courtesy runner in.
It's Ryan Bassani, number 8.
Pitch comes in low to Sigmund. Wave and a miss at that one.
You know, Patrick, I've been very impressed with the freshmen and sophomores we're having up here in the 1A and 3A state championship, just not being the moment too big for them.
Line drive over short. And there are 2 aboard. So 2 on for Chad Matthews. Matthews RBI in the game yesterday in the 6th inning.
Number 3, Chad Matthews.
Simo 6-2 on the year. This is his 17th appearance. He's also come out of the bullpen for 3 saves, a 1.92 ERA for the sophomore. 41 hits coming in 47 and a third innings, 65 strikeouts, 22 walks. Slow roller picked up at third, firing across, and Simmons gets the out. Couple hits, couple stranded. Zeros on the scoreboard in the run column through 1. Stay with us, more to come on the NFHS Network. It's Matthew Aldridge preparing to bat for the Rampants. Number 5 hitter, followed by Joyner Haddock, and then Ahmad Abdullah Latifa. Strike 1 to start things off to the Rose center fielder.
As you can imagine, middle order hitter for Rose. Left on left, breaking ball, first pitch, over 4 strike.
He was 0 for 3 yesterday, struck out all 3 times on Friday night. Low and in, and the count even. Kellen Carr, as Lynn mentioned, a commit to Coastal Carolina. 6'6", 205.
He's that.
Yeah, absolutely. Great basketball player for North Lincoln's team. Blew that one by Aldridge for strike 2. They're packed in here like firewood today, aren't they?
They are. A great crowd. Great crowd.
Well, Aldridge has worked it full. First 3 ball count of the day for the lefty. Oh, strike 3 called. Aldridge started to vacate the box. Second K for Carr. Spelled K-A-R-R. And now here is Haddock. Another lefty on lefty here as this misses outside. Joyner Haddock. A couple strikeouts himself yesterday. Going to be 2-0.
Well, both lefties for North Lincoln, you can see how they can be very effective against left-handed hitters.
Way outside with that one, 3-0. And now Dellinger out to the mound. You had a good point in between innings about Dellinger after the mistakes yesterday, kind of bouncing back, got a base hit. Goes out, talks to his pitcher here.
Well, you can tell his approach today is a term used a lot, flush it.
That's a 4-pitch walk. Doesn't give up too many of those, so now Rose will try to take advantage of Abdul Latifa. And Abdul Latifa is the one that got the rally started in the 7th with a single yesterday.
Yep, 2 for 3 yesterday with a run scored.
Went opposite way to right center. Takes a strike. Watch some of the local coverage of Rose in the post-game interview that Ronald Vincent had with the local TV stations. And I think he was just as dumbfounded as we might have been. Throw down to first. Talk about somebody who's seen everything. I think he was still processing it, though. RV coaching down at first. Coach Vincent is 52nd year head coach for these Rampants. That gets outside. Beautiful day here today. A little cooler than it was with the wind howling out to right. 70 degrees on a day with very little humidity. Comes inside, and now 3-1.
Well, it's kind of lost it a little bit right now. This will be a big pitch, 3-1. Let's see if Abdul Latifa can get off a good swing. Didn't swing.
Called a strike.
Yeah, he's right there. That walking eyed the box is not going to influence umpires at this level.
Runner goes. Swung on. In the air, right side, and it will be just foul. We'll do the 3-2 again. I think you saw a little bit of an illustration there on a couple of things. One, ball got into the jet stream and carried. And two, that is an awfully short right field. 304.
Yep.
To the pole and right.
With a high wall, though.
You get one in the jet stream today.
Oh, it's high wall or not, it's gone.
Correct. Wind is howling right now. Oh, that's strike 3 called. Throw down to second. Didn't get him. So now Owen Simmons.
Left fielder, number 1, Owen Simmons.
Owen went 1 for 2 yesterday with a run scored, a walk, and a strikeout. His hit was a double.
A lot of people rely on weather apps nowadays, right? Which the information varies. It's saying the wind's at 5 miles an hour on this weather app. No way.
Not at Ting Stadium.
No. No way on this planet. So 1-1, they're going to get a new baseball. Haddock swipes second. Rampants have a runner that far for the second time in this game early. Got a piece of it, sent it back.
Simmons has timed up that fastball a little bit, see what type of off-speed Carr might bring in here to try to finish him off.
Simmons finished last night's game pitching. Was having a great year on the mound, but was bothered by a muscle pull. Has bounced back, though, and that misses to make it 2-2.
When your 8 and 9 hitters are combined 3 for 5 in a game, that bodes well, like yesterday for Rose.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So despite a little bit of control issues, he comes back to strike out the side. Rampants leave a runner stranded in scoring position, and we'll move to the bottom of the second. You're watching the NCHSAA Baseball Championships on the NFHS Network.
38.
Going to the bottom of the second inning from Ting Stadium in Holly Springs. Right fielder Beckett Rinkus to start things. Would be followed by the 7-hitter Summy and then Mincy at first base.
Beckett had a good day yesterday, 2 for 3 with 2 doubles.
It'll be ball one from Parker Semo. And Semo misfires 2-0.
Patrick, I got to ask you something right before the pitcher delivers home. What would happen if you got in the stance of the catcher down there?
Well, that's the old Tony Pena, right?
Yeah, it is.
In foul ground, nice job by Haddock to chase it down. I wouldn't get up for a little while, I'm sure.
That's me.
DeMarcus McCray has mastered it.
He
obviously.
has.
In a more traditional stance. Now here he goes. And he hits the spot to Summy.
One for three yesterday with Summy.
Breaking pitch outside. Why would a catcher do that, though? What's the...
Try to get that low strike.
Yeah.
Trying to make your young sophomore pitcher keep the ball down in the zone.
Pretty pitch. Strike two.
And it might be just to show people that he can do it.
No brag, just fact.
Right.
Yeah. Got him swinging. Strikeout number 2 for Parker Semo. Here comes Blake Mincy.
Blake was over 3 yesterday with a strikeout.
Semo 5'8", 148 pounds. And he's going to get touched up for another hit here. So Mincy is aboard. Here comes Grayson Evans. Evans single and a steal in Friday night's action.
Your bottom of the lineup finds a way to get on base. It just makes your better hitters come up more often in the game. Sounds simplistic, but
and that's going to be a nice sliding grab by Haddock on the fly ball. A harmless single surrendered by Semo. And we're through 2 in Holly Springs. Our score, Rose 0 and North Lincoln 0 on the NFHS network. You're watching live coverage of the NCHSAA Baseball Championships on the NFHS Network, NFHSnetwork.com/NCHSAA. Your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of the NCHSAA Championship action. From live games to full game replays, the highlights, it's all there. NFHSnetwork.com/NCHSAA.
strike one, first pitch fastball to Justin Grimes.
So Grimes, the batter, the second baseman for the Rampants. It's 1-1 to him. 40 pitches unofficially now for Carr out there, but he has averaged 101.5 in his last 4 outings. Swing and a miss by Grimes for strike 2. Grimes, a 2-year starter for Rose. And shy about swinging the bat. 4 strikeouts for Carr. 2 swinging, 2 looking so far. It's going to be fouled out of play.
And if you're a strikeout pitcher, you're going to throw more pitches. That's just the way it is.
Popped up in the air, driven, and the wind got it. And it's going to be Grimes with a double. How about the number 9 hitter squaring one up? One thing that you could say about the Rampant program traditionally is 1 through 9, a ton of confidence.
Always.
They're not hiding anybody.
Look, there's guys in that dugout that can do the same thing.
Yeah, it's
They're
crazy.
just so deep every year.
Here comes DeMarcus McCray.
Showing bunt first pitch. Want to get that first run across. Put him in from scoring from third. Less than 2 outs.
McCray struck out. His first time. Going to be a strike.
Took the bunt off there. I don't see them having it on with 2 strikes now. Still want to try to battle and do your job.
Carr threw that one by him, strikes him out.
From a Rose standpoint, that's not what you want.
Nope, McCray, a couple of strikeouts today. Here comes Josh Robertson. Robertson got a pretty good swing off last time. It hung up in the air. Hit it probably to the only part of the ballpark you can in the outfield where it wasn't affected by the wind.
And 2 hits yesterday, so Josh is obviously swinging it well up here at the state championships.
Outside to make it 2-0.
And if you're a Rose fan, the good thing about Josh is he's a junior, so he's got another year.
Going to be low and 3-0 here.
And I thought Josh pitched well yesterday. He pitched well enough to get the win, just some miscues, but he's having a great state championship on the mound and at the plate.
Scored the game-winning run. Takes here. Now it's 3-1.
Of course, I know why you like him. You like the neon pink batting gloves.
I think that it's logical. You never lose them. You'll always be able to find them. Especially when you have an Army in your dugout. A lot of equipment. It's a 5-pitch walk. Good at bat. So now 2 aboard, 1 out. Here comes Simmons, who doubled last time. He replicates that here, and that would be a big breakthrough for Rose early on.
Carr hadn't been as sharp today as what the numbers indicate he normally was during the year. Nice job by the catcher, Dellinger, to go out there and just have a little chit-chat with him, slow him down a little bit.
Second time he's been out there for a chat. Carr from the stretch.
And just to show you how college and high school rules differ, those would count as visits in the college game.
In the air, the wind will carry it, but it will be caught. Playing deep was Haddock. Tagging and taking third base is Grimes. So now runners on the corners with 2 down.
Number 11, Parker.
Parker Watson, big moment for him. Runners on the corners, 2 down.
You've kind of been waiting for Parker to get that big swing off. Not necessarily a home run, but just some real good contact. The hitter that he is, you know it's there.
Came in batting .429. On base percentage of .536. He's had a tremendous year, 9 home runs on the season. And he's driven in 37 for Rose. Only Simmons during the pre-championship play leads that. Popped it up again.
If it's fair,
and that'll be caught.
Oh.
Boy, battling it. Rinkus along the line and right. So the Rampants pick up a hit. They'll leave a pair. They've stranded 4 so far through 3 trips for them. And when we come back, it'll be North Lincoln's turn on the NFHS Network. Alongside Lynn Hartzell, I'm Patrick Johnson. Thanks for being with us.
At top of the order for North Lincoln, Casey McGinnis leading off this inning.
So it's going to be ball 1 to him. Parker Semo working his 3rd inning. The sophomore for the Rampants. Off the end of the bat. Out to second. Not sure what happened there. That's the out, though. You think he fouled it back?
The second baseman, number 4, Ella Pike.
He didn't make good I tell you, that pitch you talking about getting in your kitchen.
That got in his
that
kitchen.
got in the oven in the kitchen.
And I think when people think, okay, get in the kitchen, they think, okay, it's a heater all up in there. But no. That's going to be fouled back. Tell you what, even his fastball, it's got a little bit of movement on it there. Sipe is at the dish. Strike 1 count coming here. Check swing, tips it foul.
It's like you said earlier, Parker does a good job of concealing the ball, and then it gets on top of you. So you don't have to have a great fastball, and it's quicker than you think.
Well, too, can you be effective at changing eye level, swing level? Can you change speeds effectively? He seems to be doing that pretty well today.
He is. And shout out to his old school windup, because he's got a little pump going on instead of just leaving his hands in front of him. You don't see that much anymore, but some guys got to get their hands moving. They get very stiff, and their muscles kind of tighten up when they just keep their hands in front of them. So it's just a way for him to stay relaxed and loose.
A nice, easy delivery. Here it is. Wanted that one back for ball 1. There's number 15 for the Rampants. He'll kick and fire here. Good pitch. Spotted the fastball for strike 3. 2 away as Semo gets his 3rd. That was really nice. You can relive the incredible moments from today's matchup on demand at NFHSnetwork.com. A digital copy is also available for purchase. Just click the digital copy button under the event player video to download today's broadcast directly to your device. Beautiful 70-degree day.
It really is.
In Holly Springs. Breezy. Wind has really picked up now out to right center. Well, that was another one that came inside there on Dellinger. Had a hit first time. Of course, had the factored in the play that led to the Rampants winning last night. Missed outside. Now he's worked it to 2-0. Popped up, foul ground, and it will hit off the roof of the grandstand. It's going to be strike 1. Let's go back through the signs. Sophomore's pitch.
Got to turn that fastball over a little bit, get some run on it.
Now he works to 3-1. This is his first 3-ball count of the game.
Yep.
Pretty impressive.
Very, very.
In the air, Semo Trying to point out where it was. Again, it'll rattle off of the roof here, 3-2.
I think yesterday we said that was the ting at ting.
The ting at ting.
Yeah.
It is a tin roof here.
It definitely is.
Here's the payoff. Line drive and another base knock for Dellinger, this time into left field. And he's got a 2-hit day going. Tucker Sigmund, you got to be really careful with him. Sigmund lined one over the head of Watson at short his last time, but he's somebody that can really do some damage. Chad Matthews, who's headed to Belmont Abbey, on deck. They had a really good year.
Oh, they did.
Here's the fly ball. This could be trouble, and it is going to be caught.
Neither one of them saw it. Unbelievable.
Nobody had eyes on it, and then Simmons somehow tracked it down. That high sky has been trouble for Rose in this series so far. Runner left on. Both teams have stranded 4 through 3 innings on the NFHS network. Top 4, Matthew Aldridge for J.H. Rose High School in the championship series for the 10th time in its school history. Got a piece of that one and fouls it out of play.
Carr needs a quick inning, Patrick.
57 pitches. That was his 57th there. Aldridge inside out on the swing, and the fly ball will be caught. It's worth noting, as Evans in left field makes the catch, that the ball that was hit in the air last inning and was lost in the sun. Owen Simmons had to come way over to make the catch. And then the way he kind of contorted himself, maybe tweaked something because he came off hobbling a little bit. He would be due up 4th in the inning. First pitch swinging is Haddock. Bounces it on the ground to second for the second out. Well, you said quick inning, 3 pitches, 2 down.
That's what I was getting ready to say. If Abdul Latifa doesn't take this pitch, we need to have a chat with him.
He takes for a strike. Takes for strike 2. Charge put in this one. Out to center, and it will be caught. Reaching back is Matthews with the grab. And that is a quick 1-2-3 inning. 6 pitches for the tall lefty, and that'll get North Lincoln back up to the dish midway through this one. Scoreless affair so far in Game 2 of the Class 3A Championship Series on the NFHS Network. Here's Chad Matthews to bat for North Lincoln, state champs in 2019 at the 2A level. They are out of the Western Foothills 3A, had won 12 in a row before yesterday's setback. Called a ball.
If you're not familiar with that geography, Lincoln County is north of Gastonia and west, slightly northwest of Charlotte.
A lot of good baseball out that way.
Very much so.
We talked about it a little bit in game one, but this North Lincoln team routinely has run into the last few years players from their own, or teams from their own conference. Folks from Greenville did not like a couple of pitches in that sequence.
Yeah, need to calm the young guy down.
Frankly, a couple seem missed, but got to move on, and now Rinkus will await his opportunity. Today's game is available for all subscribers with the NFHS mobile app for Apple and Android devices. Download it from the Apple Store or Google Play today and start watching live and on-demand games wherever you are. Rapids a 5-4 win on Friday. 4 runs in the 7th. Errors by North Lincoln led to the tying and winning runs scored to walk off the Knights, a team that has walked off opponents with some regularity this year.
The dreaded 2 errors in one play. That'll get you.
Bunt laid down. Good job to field by the lefty, who will send it over to first. And Rinkus does his job. Matthews in at second base. It's the furthest they've had a base runner since the first. Bryson Summey now to the plate.
Struck out last time, went 1 for 3 yesterday.
Summey had a couple of hits in the championship clinching game. Good job to get the runner back to second by Ethan Simmons. 2 away, and Mincy coming to the plate.
Mincy singled up the middle last at bat. I know the North Lincoln faithful would love to see him repeat that.
Matthews way off at second. Simo to the plate. Up high for ball 1. It's a pretty good mound visit, it appears, by the Rose pitching coach.
Just getting him refocused.
Mincy, a junior at the plate. Went off speed and got him swinging. Matthews, Sipe, Wooderman, Carr are all seniors. Brady Rinkus also. There's a good amount of youth and talent on this East Lincoln team.
Absolutely. I tell you, wouldn't surprise me to see Coach Goss just trying a few things on the base paths as the game progresses. Trying to put a little extra pressure on Rose. He's got a big lead.
Time going to be called. Simo with just a gander that turned into a stare.
Yeah.
And now we're going to do the 1-2. Checks the runner. Stays put, struck him out. Wow.
Big breaking ball.
What a great job to come back for the sophomore and retire the side after giving up the walk. And that walk was his first of the afternoon. Good one here in the second game of this best of 3 championship series on the NFHS network. Owen Simmons to the plate. RBI triple in the 7th inning of the game last night. 1 for 2. Today 0 for 1. And he will have this one go off the end of the bat. Soft liner taken by Sipe. 1 down for Justin Grimes. I don't think if you're Rose, you can gripe with the swings you're getting off against Carr.
No. Now, what Rose is in danger of is letting him off the hook with this pitch count. Last inning quick, this inning, 1 pitch, 1 out. So,
yeah, 56 pitches through 3 innings. Grimes was able to get a double off of him in the third, part of that 18-pitch inning. Took a cut, sends it back. Good athlete is Grimes, pretty good speed. Held it back.
Total misjudge. You know, it was a double, but Matthews, that wind got it, and he just never got behind it.
Carr in basketball this past year, I think a pretty good basketball player as he gets the strikeout here with a second out. And that'll be his 5th strikeout of the game. How about these numbers in his senior year in basketball? 17 points, 14 rebounds a game.
Well, unless Coastal's got some really good recruits, then he might play 2 sports. Then.
I think he probably could have played college basketball if he chose to. McCray gets a strike. Tough day for him at the plate. That missed.
Just like up here, where he's going next year to college, Coastal Carolina hosting the regional, Conway Regional. You know, that's a big-time atmosphere as well.
Yeah, great crowd here. Probably one of the better crowds in the 3 years coming here to do the championships at this site that we've seen. A lot of folks from Greenville and Pitt County have made the trip. Both teams have radio crews here, including Nate Logan, who coaches up here in the Triangle, who graduated from Rose in 2002. And his dad, of course, Steve Logan, the one-time ECU football coach. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's going to be a strikeout. McCray goes down swinging again. 8 in a row sat down by Carr, who has caught fire. He's got 6 strikeouts today. And we'll move on. Bottom of the 5th upcoming on the other side on the NFHS network. North Lincoln coming to the plate. They'll go 9-1-2 with Grayson Evans.
Lined out to right his last at bat, hit it pretty well.
Marcus Simo did not have a great outing his last time. That was the loss in the Eastern Regional Series to Terry Sanford, but he has bounced back really beautifully today and has pitched a nice game. He's been really, really outstanding. North Lincoln faithful didn't like the call. Or actually, the Rose faithful checked that, didn't like the call. And now 3-0. A big environment here, noise on every pitch.
The metal roof again, Patrick.
A lot of, that probably reverberates a lot of sound, too. We have these giant fans here that they're not running them today.
Nice job of coming back from a 3-0 count.
Full count offering here, and it will be outside. Lost him. Only a second walk. Been touched up for 4 hits. And they've had runners now in every inning, have the Knights.
And I'm not a betting person, but I would bet he's going to sack Button here.
We'll see what McGinnis does. He's 0 for 2. Huge lead for Evans off of first. Swings away, cranks this one out to left, and it will be caught on the run by Simmons. Really nice work there by Simmons in left field.
Hit it really well. I mean, that thing was on line.
Eli Sipe 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. Runner goes. Throw. Won't get him. He got a great jump. Ball trickles into the outfield, but not deep enough for Sipe, or rather for Evans to take third base, but he has stolen his way into second.
Oh, he called it a strike.
Strike 2. Sipe back up the middle. And this is going to allow Evans to score. And it's going to be 1-0 in favor of North Lincoln. RBI for Sipe, who drove in 5 in the state title appearance clinching game.
I don't see how Parker, I thought he's going to catch the ground ball back to him.
Yeah. Throw over to first. Back in is Sipe, who has an enormous lead off of the bag. Throws again. Dives back in.
Yeah, he did have a huge lead.
Throw. Almost airmailed it.
This is Dellinger's the hitter. He's been hot yesterday and today swinging it.
So now the Rose infield's going to congregate. And this brings out some cheers from the North Lincoln faithful.
I think it's like yesterday until the end. This has been high-level baseball and just small things, just like North Lincoln's first run. Leadoff walk to the 9 guy.
Then he steals a base.
Right.
This is in the air to right and will get down to the wall. It will go. Here comes Sipe around third, and it will be North Lincoln. 2-0 off the Dellinger double. Back-to-back hits. And North Lincoln fired up.
Rose's bullpen is not stirring, so if they make a move, it's with a position player already out there. Of course, here you would have to run somebody out of the dugout to the bullpen, which is beyond the right field wall. Matter of fact, both bullpens are right center field.
Tucker Sigmund, ball 1 to him. Took to the 5th inning, but North Lincoln has cracked this one open. Rose, as we've seen, though, is a team that has pulled off numerous comebacks, including yesterday, but they've also done it throughout the course of this playoff run. Up the middle it goes. Scooped at short. On to first for the out.
And that's a Division I shortstop play, you know it?
Yep. Absolutely.
Getting rush, gathered himself. Good firm throw to first base.
Chad Matthews. Yes, Spartans will have him a good one, won't they?
Yeah. This is huge for Rose not to give up a cheap 2-out run here.
Matthews walked his last time. Pitch called for strike.
First pitch breaking ball.
Came back in with the fastball, count level. Wynn now howling out to right center. Matthews had to dance out of the way of that one. Great stop by McCray, though, behind the plate.
And it was a dance.
That was scalded, but ripped foul.
Tried to go back in with that fastball, and Matthews looked like he was more than prepared for it.
Parker Simo's let up a couple here in the inning. Bounced it in. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
The Perquimman Pirates have arrived down by the batting cages. Nice pitch.
Chopped foul.
I mean, 3-2 breaking ball in this situation, that shows a lot of confidence, you know.
Simo walking off the back of the mound, gathering himself.
And these aren't neon, but North Lincoln is royal blue, and Chad's got some purple batting gloves on.
Took something off, tick foul. Good at bat here for Matthews. This is in that quality at bat
absolutely
area now that they track at North Lincoln.
Simo acts like, I don't know if I want to throw him a fastball. There it was.
In the air, could be trouble. It will be caught, though, by Grimes, who comes back from second. On the move, made the grab. Couple runs, though, in the inning for the Knights, and they have busted it open here, 2-0 through 5. It's the Class 3A State Championship Series, Game 2 on the NFHS Network. We're starting the 6th inning. Thanks for being with us today. High school sports fans never miss another game. Subscribe to the NFHS Network to watch live and on-demand event coverage, game replays, and highlights from high school sports nationwide. Millions of athletes, thousands of games, one destination, NFHSnetwork.com, your home for high school sports. Two balls, no strikes to start. Josh Robertson's at bat here. A walk for him today. Hit one on a laser out to left his first at bat. Gets behind this one. In the air it goes. High, back, and it will be caught. Nice job by Evans after Robertson sent it on a ride.
And you can't place a ball like in slow pitch softball, but if that had been the right, we both know what would have happened with that one. He hit it pretty good.
Ethan Simmons, he had a double in his first try. He flew out to right last time. And a fly ball right along the line. This one in the air, carrying out pretty good, and it will be caught by Matthews. Here comes Parker Watson with 2 down.
The shortstop, number 11, Parker Watson.
So Watson will stand in. Tough championship series for him, 0 for 4 in the 2 games. He has seen a lot of soft stuff up there.
He has.
Swings through that breaking pitch. It's almost like Carr has flipped a switch after the first 3 innings.
A lot more efficient, isn't he, Patrick?
Burns one high. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He has sat down 11 in a row. And we will move now to the bottom of the inning as North Lincoln will try to add a little insurance here. Trailing 0-1 in this series, trying to even it up on the NFHS network. Welcome back in. We've got North Lincoln leading Rose as they look to level the series off. Live coverage of the NCHSAA Baseball Championships on the NFHS network. Good to have you along today. That's a strike. Beckett Rinkus. Second time he's led off an inning today. Sack bunt his first time up. Simo going to try to hold him here and give the Rampants a chance in the top of the 7th. He's pitched a great game today. Did allow the 2 runs on the couple of hits, but that leadoff walk came back to harm him. And he got Rinkus chasing there. That's going to be his 5th strikeout this afternoon.
Well, and if you'd asked Coach Vince that, hey, going into the 6th, y'all have given up 2 runs by Simo, he said, I'll take it. He's really done a good job.
Low to Summy. Really, since mid-April, Rose had to kind of figure out what its rotation was going to look like. That had been an area that had been shrouded in question. Simo will come to the plate.
Nice.
And that's a big-time pick by Abul Latifa.
Number 10, Blake Mincy.
So now Simo will try to get Mincy here. Ethan Simmons has been mainly used as a relief guy, although we saw Owen Simmons.
Well, there's been nobody in the Rose bullpen, so it's like they're saving arms for a possible Game 3.
Mincy went chasing. He struck out in the 4th. That might be the least competitive pitch he's offered today.
Yeah.
I just got away from him.
I was thinking how to put that, and you put it better than I ever would have imagined. Least competitive.
It's a Mullyism. Popped out of play, and it will Rattle off the roof for strike 2. Curve fouled out of play. Good crowds for the 2A baseball championship over in Burlington. 2-2, did he go? Yes, he did. 6 strikeouts on the day for Simo. He gets the Knights in order. He did a heck of a job today. Now his team will try to pick him up and stage another comeback in the 7th inning. We'll see if it plays out. Stay with us here. Class 3A state championship game on the NFHS network. No move to the bullpen here today for North Lincoln in this game 2. They're going to let Kellen Carr try to finish it.
Well, he's pitched the last 3 innings. I don't blame him. He's gotten better.
Strike on the inner portion. The Rampants with 4 runs in the inning yesterday in the bottom of the 7th. Aldridge flies this one to center. It'll be caught. 1 down for Joyner Haddock.
These outfielders are still having a hard time. To see, I mean, he never got behind and had to reach back.
Haddock has walked, stolen a base, and then out on 1 pitch, grounding to second. It's going to be strike 1. Evens the count. Abulatifa on deck. North Lincoln faithful didn't care for the call. And there's a base knock. Haddock waited back on it. First hit for Rose since the 3rd. Abulatifa 0 for 2. Charlie Goss out to have a word with his starting pitcher. Abulatifa 2 hits yesterday, including the knock that got the rally started in the 7th inning.
And no action in the North Lincoln bullpen, so this is just a chit-chat strategy. Let's attack the hitter. Talk.
Missed outside.
I know this sounds crazy, but big boy like Ahmad, you stay away from him. If you elevate it in a little bit at all, they get it up in the air to right field. Could do some damage.
Tough call for the Rampants.
Yeah, a little up.
1-1. That one deemed a ball.
I think the umpires have done a good job today. I thought they did a good job both games yesterday.
Haddock had shortened his lead, but jumps back off the bag immediately.
Yeah.
It's going to be fouled back. Two and two. Strike three called.
Caught him odd looking away.
8 strikeouts today now for Carr in this state championship game 2. Owen Simmons, the Rampants' last hope. Ellinger looking down at first base. Reached across the plate, but got the strike call.
I'm surprised North Lincoln's holding the runner on first. I mean, that guy, I'd have more defensive coverage out there.
Haddock is inconsequential.
Yes.
In the grand scheme of things. This is going to be lined into left field. Simmons with a good piece of hitting. Rampants have doubled their hit total here with a couple of base rips in the 7th. And now Justin Grimes.
And Carr's hit pitch number 101.
What he has averaged over his last 4 appearances. Grimes fouls it out of play. Lead run at the plate for Rose. Up the middle, this will do it as it'll be taken at short. The bag will be stepped on there. And we will have game 3 coming your way later this afternoon. It'll be a 5 o'clock first pitch on the schedule from Holly Springs as the North Lincoln Knights have come back to tie the series at a game apiece, 2-2. And our Academy Sports and Outdoors player of the game, the big lefty, Kellen Carr, with 8 strikeouts today.
He did a great job. A lot of pitches, first 3 innings, but, you know, he righted the ship and was able to get out, low number of pitches, and stayed in the game and finished it. So it was a great job by the big man.
Rampants dealt a 5th loss of the year, and they will look to claim an 8th state championship on the other side. And for North Lincoln, they're looking for their program's 2nd ever state title. We'll have that for you at 5 o'clock today. And stay with us on the NFHS Network. Coming up at 2 o'clock this afternoon, it will be game 2 of the series in the 1A between Perquimans and defending 2-time champ URI Charter. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this with baseball action later today. Hope you'll join us from Holly